Hello and happy Friday, everybody. How are you guys? It's Suzy. Woo! How are you? So I am doing a live from home again. Um, how the heck are you? How are you feeling? How's everything going? Are you safe? You feeling good? Something on the screen there. Let's see. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you. Happy to be here. Thank you for your messages of nice things. I can never like quote what you guys say because I absorb things with the feeling, and you can't really label feelings very well. Well, I can't anyways. I'm happy to be here. Notice like I always get this nose twitch, which is always a spiritual something. So, well, for me, anyways, a lot of people who are mediums will get a certain something that is, wow, I'm not able to find my words because I'm thinking on too many layers. I can't even finish that sentence. So for me, when there's a spirit present, I get this kind of nose thing going on. And it may be for one of you. It could be somebody who is showing up because they have a message, or it could be because they want me to say a certain something or talk about a certain something. There's the ear thing. That's the way it works. I wasn't exactly going to talk about mediumship tonight, but I'll do as I'm guided. What I definitely want to talk about, though, is awareness of your mindset, being aware of the vibration that you're holding. And because regardless of feeling little or feeling that you don't matter, you emit biophotons. It's light. So we have, you may have heard the phrase light body. We are streams of light, and light holds intelligence. So people who have a significant presence, right? They're putting off a lot of light. And you may notice, people who seem very bright, who they light up a room when they walk in, that kind of sensation, or that you notice, those people they have a strong life force, a lot of chi, a strong presence. And that is, it's their biophotons, their light body, their aura, their biofield. There's all kinds of words for it. And, just like I keep saying, all roads lead home, it all comes back to the same thing. It is what you are emitting. And then on the opposite side of the coin, people who are very withdrawn, who want to just kind of curl in the ball and not be noticed, not be seen, not be heard, who don't want to, they don't want to be approached. They're very guarded and protected. They have a lower vital energy, a smaller aura. It's an easy way to say it. And you can feel it, like people who are kind of restricted and protected, it might show up in their body language. They might cover their heart and solar plexus chakras. They're guarding themselves. Yeah, why the heck am I talking about that? There's reasons. It's all connected. It is because I want you to be aware that what you have going on in your thought systems sends out electrical impulses. We are electromagnetic beings of light, and our thoughts can be measured. We're electrical beings. What do you think those EEGs, EKGs, they're electro and cardiograph, right? EEC, I don't know what it is. Anyways, so doctors have very expensive swanky equipment that measures the electricity in our brains, in our bodies, and just as evidence to help you understand that we are electrical beings. We conduct electricity, and something just floated by, and the thoughts that we have hold an electrical charge. So that's, some people can read other people's thoughts. There goes the nose again. Some people can read a presence, or they may tap into another timeline of a certain location. That whole feeling of deja vu. I'm getting off track now. So being mindful of your thoughts and your thought patterns. Now, here's a great tip that I like to share when I'm thinking of it, is to set alarms on your phone. Just set a little reminder a couple of times a day, random if you can. If that's an option, do it randomly. And when that alarm goes off, notice what you're thinking. Do an inventory of your thought patterns. Most of us think about everything that happened yesterday, and the yesterday before that, and the yesterday before that. We're living a byproduct of all of our yesterdays and the emotions that we encountered yesterday based on experiences that we had at a previous time, and all of that is stored in our brain. Our brain is an encyclopedia that stores all of our life experiences. So when something happens that matches an event, we are deferred to the emotion that's linked to that event. Does that make sense? All right. So being mindful of what it is that you're thinking. Most people think mostly negative thoughts. And when you're presented with a situation or a person, we will intuitively scale it up and down. What's wrong with this? What can go wrong? Not what is right and what I like about that. Well, unless you are, then that's awesome, but that's not the majority. So set an alarm on your phone and just notice, what is it you're thinking of? Is it coming from fear, or is it coming from love? And that's going to help you to be more mindful of your mind and what it is that you're emitting. Because if you're worrying, you are emitting fear-based frequencies, which brings me to tonight's topic, our pets. Over the past month, and my heart bleeds for you, over the past month, I have noticed so many people's pets have walked over the Rainbow Bridge. So many, so many over the past couple of weeks. Well, pets give us unconditional love. But pets also absorb our energies. So when we are in fear or panic, our pets absorb that from us, and they can only store so much. So if you're not living in harmony and you're stressed out, your pets are like sponges, and they want to protect you. And they do that by absorbing that energy. Because they're just creatures of unconditional love. That's what they are. They're brilliant. They never question. They never judge. They just love unconditionally. So I just want to apologize isn't the right word. I just want to send you my love if you've lost a pet, especially recently, because it might be further compounded by additional feelings of loneliness and isolation, not having that fuzzy somebody to snuggle with. I just want to give you a big hug. And yes, they transition, and yes, they come back, and yes, they come to you in your dreams, and yes, you are feeling a nudge. Or a nudge under your elbow or whatever. Yes, yeah, there is life after death, even with the animals. Yes, there absolutely, absolutely is. So just know life goes on for all. Um, that was really the big topic I wanted to bring up, is that being mindful of what you are rippling, resonating, directly impacts our pets. And our pets are directly tuned into the collective consciousness. It's just the level that they operate on. It's not a choice, it's just the way that they are. They are unconditional love, and that is the frequency that we as humans, because we have all this judgment all the time, we fall out of that frequency all the time. It's like we don't live in the frequency of unconditional love. And you're being asked, especially at this time, to come back home, come back to your own heart space, and remind yourself of what unconditional love is and experience that feeling. Find some people that you resonate with for meditation work, for yoga. I just saw before I went on that there's people who are doing live yoga events. And even my own stuff is going online. Some of the workshops I still have to record them, or some of them I'm going to do live, but I have some more detailed stuff that I'm going to actually have produced for you. So if there are certain topics that you'd like covered, anything from crystals to crystal grids, to what crystals are good for what things, to energy healing, to astrology, to some numerology, spiritual mediumship, psychic work, tarot and oracle cards, anything to do with that stuff, I can talk about. If it's outside of that, I don't know if I can so much. So I love to be diverse, and I never ever stop learning. So what else do we want to do today? I picked up these cute little beads. Hopefully my sister's not watching, but because she has pigs, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? So because I'm going to take it apart and she has pigs she lives with pigs. She's got pigs as pets, potbelly pigs. And I'm going to take it apart and make something for her with those. Don't tell her. I don't think she watches my stuff. So, well, if she does, now she knows. Oh, wow. All right. So make sure that you give your pets extra care. Nuzzle them, nurture them, talk to them. Doesn't matter what you say. It's the frequency that you say it with. So you could say, oh my God, I had such a horrible day. And it doesn't matter what you're saying. It's the demeanor. It's where it's coming from. They feel the feels. It's just the way that it works. So give your pets extra attention during this, because they really need it. They're tense. I can tell you, my dog Patrick that I showed you the other day, he's definitely a lot more tense. He's a lot more nervous. He's a lot more clingy, because they're tapped into the collective consciousness. So I want to keep myself I'm not afraid of anything. I'm just not. It's like if I walk outside and get run over by a semi right now, I go out on a high note. I got out of 22 years of domestic violence. I raised my voice. I've shared my story. I've had my resolve with all of my family members, with my kids. I've developed an amazing relationship with those that are important to me. I'm doing everything I've always wanted to do and a whole bunch more. I help people to have improved, healthier, happier lives of healing. I absolutely would die happy and fulfilled. I don't want to, but I'm just saying, if something happened, I have served. I have lived my life. I'm not just sitting on a sideline watching and saying, oh my God, I wonder what's going to happen to me today. Yeah. It's not that. It's being involved in your life. It's being engaged. It's being happy. It's choosing. Yeah, oh my God, it's awesome to be alive. And especially now, I know you can't see it yet, but hopefully you're starting to get a little bit of feelings of hope, of maybe there will be, like always at the end of the movie when, like, trickles of stardust starts falling and exciting music happens, and it's kind of like when the person, you think the person's dead and all of a sudden they come back or whatever it is, and that happy ending. Gear up, guys, because I'm going to tell you, oh, yeah. So April 4th is a big deal. In fact, there's like a Universal Lightworkers Convention. And we're all going to be like meditating at the same time around the world. It's at, I wrote it in my book. Hold on. It's 4/4, April 4th, and there's a particular time, and I'll tell you what it is. And I will post some more details when I am able. 4/4 at 6:11 Universal Time. And that is 4 hours ahead of Eastern. I'm in New York, one of the most heavily infected states. Go figure. So yeah, 4/4, April 4th at 6:11 UTC, Universal Time, which is 4 hours ahead of Eastern. I'll post more as that gets closer. I'm always uneven. I'm not used to always messing. Oh my God. Yeah, I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, so I'm very critical of myself. It's just the way it is. So hello, let's see. Hello, Kathy and Mario. Is that two people? And Elena, hello, and Misty and Amanda and Jolene, thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to be here. And this has been so much fun because I'm getting like a beautiful little following. And you guys are like sending me these nice little messages and, oh, I got a love. Awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate the nice messages of encouragement and to keep on doing it, that it's helping you in some form or fashion. And that's why I'm doing it. And also, now I'm getting more hearts. It's awesome. It's like, pew, pew, pew. It's so cool. Let's see. All right. So I talked about the pets. That was the big deal. 4/4. That's a big deal. Not sure what is there anything you guys want to know? There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that are parting the clouds and making way for a new dawn, for a new day. This planet is being rebirthed. The way that we do business is being rebirthed. Financial system seriously collapsing. So is education, and so is healthcare. So make sure you're stocked up on stuff. I finished. Thank you, Kara. That's awesome. Make sure you're stocked up on stuff, okay, non-perishable stuff. Make sure that you have your electrical devices charged, okay? Make sure you keep your things charged up. Should there be a power outage, I would also recommend having one of those backup battery things, a power pack. Make sure you have one or more of those. And there may be a brief time that our internet goes down. Just don't panic. Everything is in divine order. Just trust. You know, I can only talk about stuff that I know like pretty thoroughly. And if I don't have like the exact right words, it's because I don't know all of the whys thoroughly, and or because it's just channeled information. And yes, I know it's spirit. So, there's a lot of, we're really being asked to trust in our higher selves at this time. We're being kind of forced to look at our choices and remember today is the sum of all of our yesterdays. And so tomorrow we'll start a new sum of your choices of today. So pay attention to what it is that you're thinking of. Use this time to get back in touch and come back home to who you are in your heart. What is it that you need to feel secure? What is it that you wish to accomplish in this lifetime? What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to develop more of in your own self? What is it that you're here to do? And if you don't know, you can always book a consultation for astrology and soul reading, and but I don't want to be a sales pitch. But you know, that's what I do. That's one of the things that I do. It's important to kind of do a self-inventory, review your belief system, review the things, why you do what you do. Why? Why do you believe what you believe? Why do you expect what you expect? Who are you trying to please? Well, it is not selfish to put yourself first. In fact, that is what you need to do. So take me time, sleep, stay hydrated, be stocked up, have water. Make sure you've got a good amount of water. There's a lot of stuff we really don't need. We need sunshine. We need water. We need healthy thoughts. We need to be in balance. We need to really know, not just think, but to know that everything is the heart frequency, and to extend that to the animals, our pets, and one another. Okay, everybody's struggling. Everybody has pains. Everybody has a story. Everybody's struggling. So the best thing you can do is wish them well. Just don't wish anybody harm, because it's, what's that one saying? It's like holding a hot rock and hoping to throw it and burn somebody else. It's something like that. I never get that stuff exactly right. But taking poison and hoping for the other person to die is another one of those examples. You don't want to wish revenge on anybody. Wish them well. Now, you don't need to do it to their face. You don't need to tell them directly, just in your own mind, to get it out of your system, instead of saying, oh my God, I'll never forgive them for what they did to me, and I'll never forget, and keeping track of all that. All of that stuff takes up space in your auric field. Let it all go. It's not important. Very, very little is actually important. And you know what is important? Your personal growth, your joy, your happiness, your ability to expand. That's what's most important. You are here to grow, to evolve, and to love, starting with yourself. You need to understand who you are, what it is you're here to do, and step into that. Embrace it. Now is a wonderful time to do some online courses. There's so much stuff that's on YouTube. I am sure you will find several people that that resonate with you about any topic, anything. And right now, the filters are off of Google. So any of that deep, dark stuff, if you want to know what's going on, up at the top, you will be able to find it. So I am not gonna, go there because it's available for you to be able to find. Definitely keep your vibrations high. Eat live food as best as you can. I always talk about having fresh organic lemon in your water. Have it before bed, and when you wake up, it's awesome for cleansing your liver, and to keep your alkaline levels, your pH levels at a good level, which fights cancer. It prevents cancer from being able to grow, is having a healthy alkaline level. All right, why do I keep looking over here? Oh, because I wanted to mention the candle. So, light your candles. There's something wonderful. You can meditate with candles. You can gaze into the light of a candle and just close your eyes and connect. You can ask, what is it I need to be aware of at this time? And then be silent and see what you get. There's so much power in silence. We don't always need to be talking. We don't always need to be doing. We don't always need to be go, go, go. And the world has gone to shit, because that's the problem. We've all been trained to go, 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 and work, 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 and never take time for us, and take care of the rest of the world. And that causes burnout. It causes our adrenals to get angry with us. And it causes a whole host of problems. And it causes us to live in survival mode, which is an illness model, just like our healthcare. It's an illness model. It's not a wellness model. I don't recommend that you get any vaccines that are coming out now or in the future. I don't recommend them, but that's my opinion. And ooh, I have a deck of cards. Oh yeah, something else too. Wonderful, beautiful cacao. So this, I don't have it made, but this is how I have it packaged. They're in my Etsy store. It's good. Number 4, good for the spirit on Etsy. You can have a personal cacao ceremony for one. So if you want to order one and I'll send it to you, of course it's energetically charged. Everything that I have is charged. So when you get it, you can, there's honey and some spices and ceremonial grade cacao in here. So just clean out the jar, put some hot water in there, shake it all up, connect with your heart. It's beautiful sacred plant medicine. Ask how the cacao wants to work with you and just sip it, connect, beautiful meditation. Anyways, so yeah, I've got, I think 22, I think I've got 22 of these things. And it's really heart opening and good. It's healthy for you too. It's a vasodilator, increases blood flow to the heart, and it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. Okay, so I think the very first or second live video I did with you guys, I had a deck from Ingrid Auer, and this is another one of hers, and it is the symbols of Lemurian goddesses. And there's only 21 cards in here, and I draw one, I don't know, as I'm guided to. And these are available on Amazon. She is from Austria. The last one I had chosen was number 12, the Goddess of Transformation. And these symbols, the symbol here actually has a charge, and you could charge your food, your water with these things. They're very powerful. And I'll tell you that, you know, I'm a skeptic all the time until I'm not. So when I learn how to do something and it works, and I'm no longer a skeptic. Well, Ingrid's 2 decks, well, the first deck, which is they're at my office, the angel deck that she has. I was a bit of a skeptic until I started working with them, and then, oh God, it's like everybody who, whether it was a remote session and I drew a card for the person, or they were in person and they drew a card, every single one has been a dead ringer. So for you, everyone who's joining me now or at any time, I'm going to mix they're really big, so I can't even get my hands around them to shuffle them. So I'm just going to mix them up and clear some space. My desk is a mess. I have not hit a down moment yet since this whole thing happened. I got home. Last week I was in Massachusetts for 2 days of private readings and healings. It was awesome. And then I did how to teach crystal, or how to feel crystal energy. It's a big, awesome class. And then when I was done, I was going to hang out with my friend Jill on Martha's Vineyard, and now this stuff started going down, and the Boston schools were closing and stuff. So I was just like, I need to get home. Yeah, my heart home. And so after a whole day of readings and healings in the workshop, 8 o'clock at night, I gassed up, got a bunch of snacks, and just drove home. 7 hours, and I got home at I got home at 3:33 in the morning, because my daughter woke up and told me. She looked at the clock, it was 3:33. And are you starting to see repeat numbers or sequenced numbers? A lot of people are. And how you can stay in sync with what that means, look up spiritual meaning of, and then whatever that number pattern is, and you will find what it is that you need to know. The more you get involved with your life, the more spirit, your guides, your angels, however you label that, the more involved and engaged you are in life, the more you're going to get. So if you want to develop your intuition more, that's the way to do it. When you receive information, or you see symbols, or you have some really important dreams, just look up spiritual meaning of. And then as you do that, the universe will send you more. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to spread these out on this little area. This little area. I really got to clean this desk. And I'm going to trust that the right one is no, comes to me. Oh, there's pretty buzzy over there. I'm going to like burn my hand on the candle. Wouldn't it be funny? It's like funny, not funny. Yeah, it's over here. It's right here. Yeah, see, now I looked and then judgment sets in. So as soon as I look, I'm like, is it this one or is it that one? Hi, Michelle. Thank you for joining. There's no reason for me to talk louder. I just do that. Oh, there it is. It's this one. Yeah, you really have to keep your head out of this kind of work. It's the goddess of spirituality, and it's number 5. I don't want to glare. This symbol is charged, so you can connect with the symbol. It's beautiful, isn't it? Card number 5, which is a card of action. It's a card of change. It's a card of getting out of conventional mindsets and jumping into your spirituality, and the goddess of spirituality. So commit that symbol to memory. Realize by means of this energized goddess symbol card with which themes you resonate and which feel unpleasant to you respectively. Lemurian knowledge. Oh, I love my Lemurian course at the office. I can get it. Expansion of consciousness, increase of vibrational frequency, sensitivity, mediality, communication of the what? Heart, serenity, connecting heaven and earth. That's a good one. And self-reflection. Okay, now if you're not in balance and you need some more of this, then it says, but also insecurity, blocks, abuse of power, manipulation, confusing ego messages with spiritual messages, right? It's the head. Ego is the head. And spiritual, well, it is spiritual, but you access it through your heart. You don't access spiritual stuff through your head. You don't. It just doesn't work like that. So how wonderful, spirituality. So that now, if you were with me yesterday, that was where I ended. Is really being able to tune into your spiritual aspect of yourself. Release expectations and just trust. Let go and let God. Just surrender and trust. Now, a lot of people, I say things like that and it does the opposite. It's like, oh, I don't want to surrender. No, I need to control all this stuff. Nope, because guess what that is? That's using your head. You're thinking too much. You have to get out of your own way. So just you have to be able to trust what will be, and be engaged in your life by making positive choices for personal and spiritual growth. What is it that makes your heart sing? Do that. And as you step into that, you become more and more into alignment. And then you'll be able to notice who's with you and who's not with you. So if you are doing the things that you love and it's making you happy, and the people in your environment suddenly change and it's like, then you've outgrown them. They're not the right people for you. They're not the right situations. Now you can coexist if they don't discourage you. As long if you have support, that's well and good. I mean, you can disagree and still love each other, of course, no matter what their title is. But if you have somebody who is kind of slamming you or trying to make you feel bad about your own beliefs, or who plays into your fears, or who tries to manipulate you to get you to side with them, all of that stuff is coming from a lower frequency, and that's not what this journey is about. It's about coming home to who you are, your spiritual aspect. And gosh darn, you're going to be so, so welcome in coming weeks. And the lower vibration, the stuff that is lower vibration is anger, hatred, jealousy, hanging on to stuff for dear life, fear. All of those are lower vibrations. So people who operate from that hate change, they don't want to let go of anything. They don't trust. They don't believe. They don't want to see other people do better. They want you to be down here and be miserable with me. And there's a feeling of contraction. So if you can expand, open your heart and expand into that, and be good there and trust and know that everything's going to be all right, because it is. And it's not going to be, this is not going to drag through the summer. I'm hoping that we'll still be able to have our retreat here in August with our friends from Australia and Austria. One day at a time is the best that we can do. But, things, obviously, everything is an ebb and a flow. So no matter where you are, there's always a counter. So if whatever it is you put out, there's going to be a counter that washes back in. And if you just open your heart and be where you are, be okay with where you are, it's the safest place to be. If you're listening to other people and you're just following directions and you're not putting any thought into it, then you're a victim. You're giving your power away to other people to tell you what to think and how to. Unless you resonate with what you're hearing and seeing, then it's not for you. You're really being asked to come back home and look at, what do you believe in? That's what this is about. And then April 4th, there's a certain conjunction in the sky where something significant is going to happen, but it has to do with spirituality. What is going on right now, actually it's today, yesterday and today, there was a conjunction at 22 degrees in the sky, and it has to do with kind of like the death of big systems that are breaking, they're imploding, they're breaking down. And then it's going to be, kind of silent for a minute. And then in that silence, so you hear the beautiful cleanliness of rebirth, of regrowth. That's where things are headed. It's the same difference. So I want you there on that wave. I want you to not be in a state of fear, but in a state of welcoming, just trusting that the right things are in place. Everything is in motion. It's all going to be awesome. This is not an Armageddon. There was like a last push of the darker energies, big push, but no, this is the hero's journey, and this is when the happy music starts and the stardust falls and woo woo, and things all happen that let us know that we had to confront the darkest, deepest parts of ourselves that we didn't like, and send it lots of love and cherishing and embracing, and not trying to fight the current, but going with the flow of who we are. Don't fight who you are. Embrace who you are. So important. Yeah, and everything's going to be all right. So pay attention to your dreams. Stay hydrated. Eat good. But it's okay to have your secret little, or not secret, but to have your, your comfort stuff, like those Lindt chocolate, Lindt balls. Isn't that funny? They call it's Lindt balls. But like those chocolates, the Lindt chocolate, of course I got a bag of those in my drawer. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to fall off the earth and die. Eat healthy, but if you want a sweet something, have a sweet something. You don't have to, be all kinds of hard discipline. Oh, no, you can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're here to taste the chocolate, enjoy life. Allow yourself to have vitality and robustness, and do the things that you love. Listen to the music that you love, and watch things that'll make you laugh. Laughter is so important. So important. You got to be able to laugh and see the bright side and be optimistic and know that everything is falling away. What is it? Yeah, I'm not. Things have to fall apart so that things can fall together. Another thing with the ebb and the flow. That's what it's all about. That's what's going on. It's just at a remarkably deep level. The last time that these conjunctions were happening in the sky is when Martin Luther revolutionized religion. It's that energy that's happening right now. So stay prayed up, okay? It's the best way I can say it. Stay prayed up and just know that everything is for the better. I wouldn't have too much money in the bank. Make sure you've got enough cash on your person, have enough water, have enough non-perishable food, and keep your batteries charged, have a spare battery pack for your electronics, and we'll be good. We're going to be good. It's all going to be fine. It's going to be okay. You're going to make it. All right. Thank you so much. That's it for tonight. I've got to go. I'm cleaning out my cupboards and cabinets and organizing stuff. That's what I have on deck. I still have to make dinner. It's 10 o'clock at night. I have not had a down moment since, I don't know, for a long time. But I like what I do. Actually, I love what I do. As you know, I do everything that I love. Find a way to do that for yourself. It's like, how can I turn things, like, I don't want to take a task or a chore like dishes. I'm washing my dishes so that we can eat off of clean plates. Like, there's always a positive way to look at everything. So just look at, folding laundry. It's so that I don't have to wear wrinkled clothes, and so I can fold these clothes for my family, however it is for you. Now, for me, I live out of a laundry basket. I don't put everything away, except for like my dresses, but I'll lay them on top of one another. However it is for you is how it is for you. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no good, there's no bad. If it makes your heart sing, then that's what's right for you. And if it doesn't feel right, then you got to make a turn somewhere, make a pivot somewhere. It's so important to live in harmony and don't change your direction to appease other people, because that's going to cause disharmony and eventually dis-ease. It causes sickness. So it's super important to be who you are. Here's our spirituality code again. Tomorrow's Saturday. I don't even know what I have going on, but if you would like to book an energy healing, I can do it remotely around the planet. I've got some awesome testimony from some ladies in Germany and Bali. I did a healing for somebody there, all around the world. Time doesn't matter. Time and distance don't matter. With the same incredible result. If you want a soul reading, you want your astrology done, any of that kind of stuff, help keep me in business here, help a sister out. And I will be making more crystal grids. In fact, I've got these nice little canvases. There is a canvas. Canvases that I've got drawers full of crystals. I'm going to be creating crystal grids and selling those. And if you want one custom for yourself, just let me know, and I'm happy to do that. I could either tune into your energy and just channel one, or if you want, like I want an amethyst one, or I want a pink one, or I want it to mean love, or I want it for nightmares or anxiety or depression, any of that kind of stuff, I can create it just for you. And it's always created with love that you can feel. Because I think it's kind of my trademark. Love that you can feel. All right, guys. So thanks for joining me. Share these positive messages, because there's just not enough love in the world. And that's what we are all about. Love does make the world go round. It does heal. It is the 0 point. It's love. It is love. So thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for being here. And I will see you again tomorrow. This is selenite. Selenite is a wonderful cleansing stone. It cleans your other crystals as well. I don't advise that you get it wet, though. It doesn't exactly disintegrate, but it melts a little bit. It's very soft. Selenite is awesome. It just happened to be there, so I thought I'd pick it up and share it. Okay. All right. Have a beautiful evening. I'm going to come give you a hug. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will be back again at some time tomorrow. Thanks, and have a beautiful evening. Lots of healing, love, and light to you. Have a great night. Bye-bye.